What's going on, guys? It's Jesus here again to bring you another League of Legends video. Today, instead of some gameplay, just because I'm probably going to be limited on time, instead I'm going to do something that takes a little bit less editing, but I'm going to be speculative, and we're going to look into what potentially the 9.8 patch notes will be. So, found this website, pcgames.com, or pcgamesin.com. Okay. They've got, some changes that are taking place on the PvE, which may or may not actually make it into the game, but we're just going to run through those real quick and kind of just take a look and see what could potentially be coming up here in 9.8. So first off, they got a Muumuu. It looks like he's going to get a buff here. The passive's taken a little bit of a nerf here, dropping down 3% on the bonus damage, but making up for that with a decreased cooldown with his Q, and his Q basically can't be dodged now if it hits, right? So like he follows his target up to 2,000 units from where his Q was cast in the event that his target moves. So I'm thinking like recently in one of my videos, I ulted on Vi onto Camille in the top lane, and she used her E to get under the turret. I subsequently followed her under that turret and took some damage. I'm wondering if this would kind of do a similar thing here. So next, Camille. Camille is getting an increase to her attack speed by just a little bit. So I'm wondering if this brings back Jungle Camille. I don't remember exactly where it was earlier, but I want to say that one of the reasons Camille Jungle fell off was as a result of the drop in her attack speed. So possibly either way, she's certainly viable in top lane regardless, and this will help that. So Cassiope got a buff. The cost on her E has been lowered at, looks like, after, so not at rank 1, but 2 and onward. It's decreased with a max, so I guess from 60 to 80 at max rank, so, or 260 from 80 at max rank, so decent. Maybe it brings back E max on Cassiope. So Fiora is getting a buff. The crowd control duration is increased to 2, so an extra half a second there on the CC on her W, I guess. Yeah, W. The damage is increased as well, 20 at rank 1, 20 at all ranks. Okay, yeah, 20 at all ranks. And the cost on her E is 40 at all ranks, which was the cost at rank 1. And so that's nice. Gnar is getting another little buff here. It looks like his ultimate's getting decreased 30 seconds at rank 1 and 50 seconds. He's got a 30-second ultimate. That'd be insane. Wow. Maybe we start seeing Gnar again. So Jhin gets buffed. His E duration is increased by 60 seconds, so from 2 minutes to 3 minutes. And recharge has been changed. I don't know enough about Jhin to know how exactly this works, but they're calling it an overall buff. His R, the damage multiplier, is being based on missing HP, changed from 1 to 4x. Changed to 1 to 4x from 1.1 to 3.5x. So half a multiplier there on the max end. So Kale getting nerfed. AD decreased from 50 or 250 from 52. Base AD, I'm guessing. Yeah, armor decreased. Attack speed decreased. Yeah, little nerfs on just her base stats, and then passive ranks are now based on Kale's level rather than her skill points. So to try to prevent the that kleptomancy tweak, where like if you get the the elixir of skill that gives you that extra skill point, so takes that away from her. Kayn changed. So the Shadow Step E is, the cooldown is set to 8 seconds when in a Shadow Assassin form. I don't know enough about Kayn to know exactly what that means. Master Yi is buffed. His ultimate is now ghosted during his ultimate, allowing him to move through units. Okay, so now he can move through units. Okay. Nat Nautilus is buffed. Okay. Okay. Duration on his passive looks to be decreased. Or no, increased. Yeah. Okay. I was about to say, how's this buff? Okay. Yeah. So he's got a little bit higher duration on his, what is that, a root, I think, that he has on an auto attack, and I guess there's one additional break point, so it's also at 18 instead of just 1, 6, 11, and 16. And his Q, the damage is getting increased 20 base at starting rank, 40 base at max rank, and an additional 15% of his AP. So maybe top Nautilus coming back, jungle Nautilus maybe? I'd say top Nautilus more than likely. Okay. Renekton, his HP is increased just a smidge. His attack speed growth increased. Armor growth increased. Q, healing against champions increased to 4 times from 3 times. So I guess probably on like the enchanted, yeah, because you healing on it, yeah. So when you got like at least 50 fury on it, then you get that increase. You get the healing, and that's been increased like 33%. I would guess on the max end. But okay, and then the healing cap, here it is. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, so the max healing cap has been increased, and then the healing in general has been increased as well. So, okay, I felt like Renekton was already okay in top lane anyway. Hey, Sejuani buffs, maybe it's perfect timing. Looks like the W max health as damaged increased from 2% from 1.5%. So small little max health increase there, but that'll definitely do some damage. Oh, and the second one goes up even more, another 1.5%. Nice. Okay. Sweet. And this is what you max first, so cool. Singed is getting a buff. His regeneration on his health increased to 9.5% from the 8%. Or I'm sorry, not percentage, just points, but per 5. So that's not too bad. The W slow is increased as well, and the cost on his E is decreased. So decent little singed buffs, not too bad. Trundle's getting buffed, okay. Bonus damage on his Q increased from rank 2 onwards. His R cooldown decreased by 10 seconds at all ranks. And Zed has been nerfed with his Q doing decreased damage by 10 at all ranks. And his W cooldown increased by 2 seconds at all ranks. So now on to the speculative 9.8 item changes. So the Bilgewater Cutlass, the cost is increased to 1,600 from 1,500. Combined cost also increased 100%, or 100 rather, 100 gold. The other items, Blade of the Ruined King, cost increased 30, so about 100. The Hextech Gunblade combined cost, though, is decreased? That doesn't make any sense. Unless I'm reading that. What? Okay, that's weird. It's like a... I'm confused as to why that is that way. So it increases So it doesn't affect Hextech Gunblade, the fact that this is more expensive. Okay. Anyways, Bramble Vest has been buffed. Grievous Wound duration increased from 3 seconds to 3 seconds from 1 second. Okay. Okay, so that's nice. Because I think that puts it on par with like the AP Grievous Wound item. Was it Morellonomicon? Is it? I don't know. But yeah, so that's nice. Tier of the Goddess. Players now limited to 1 Tier of the Goddess image. Didn't this already happen? I'm pretty sure this already happened. Like last patch or the one before or something. The one that like messed with Ezreal because now I can't build 2 of them. That's weird. Obviously, a speculation post here. Thornmail buffed. Grievous Wounds increased. 3 seconds. Okay, so that just carries over to Thornmail. Stormrazor buffed. Energized effects amplification increased to 35% from an extra 5% on the energized effects. Decay changed to over 1.5 seconds from over 1 second. Okay, so an extra half second on the decay of the effect as well. Rune changes. Coup de grace damage increased to 8% from 7%. No longer gives adaptive damage on champion takedowns. So it's straight up a higher percentage. So the adaptive damage, if I remember correctly, only comes into effect when after you kill somebody. Like if you take somebody down for like X amount, like 10 seconds or something, you get adaptive damage, and it's like, I don't know, probably another 10 adaptive damage for like those 10 seconds. So I'm thinking this is a straight buff if it's only one person that you're taking down, right? But and then it's also a buff if you have like really low base damage, I guess. So probably a nerf overall in a lot of cases, but whatever. Okay, it says changed, but I think that's probably a nerf. On some skins. Okay, so we got the Conqueror Alistar skin coming in at 975. Looks pretty cool. It seems kind of, I don't know, feels kind of basic a little bit. Yeah, feels kind of basic. Galaxy Slayer Z. Look pretty cool. For 1920 though, that's pricey. Oh, and IG gets their world skins. Who'd they choose? Let's see. Camille. Fiora. Aurelia. Kaisa. LeBlanc. And Rakan. Oh, it's sad they missed the opportunity to do this Zaya Rakan. I think is this the only skin that Rakan has that Zaya doesn't have one as well, where their portraits match up? I don't know. I'm interested to know that though. I mean, not so interested as to look it up, but interested nonetheless. Prestige, KDA, Evelyn. Yeah. I feel like those skins are like wildly overblown. Prestige points. I don't even know how that system works, but every login is its own custom login. point is exception. Oh, so okay, so Galaxy Slayer Z is going to be the new login screen background there. Oh, that's it. Okay. So, yeah. In terms of like low elo, this Muumuu buff could be decent, I guess. I don't really think it's all that crazy. The Q is just gonna, I mean, that's just basically his engage, right? So, I mean, I don't think it does a whole lot for him, and I don't really know how much this actually helps him out, being able to follow the target. So, I mean, sure, you see a lot of these champions. Okay, Master Yi, here we go. This might actually be effective, I guess. I don't know. I don't really feel like units colliding with Master Yi has caused him to like not get in range for his Q, for example, like, which is really what he's using it. Like, you get the R. Most of the time I see it, you use the R to get close enough to use the Q to, you know, go ham or whatever. So I don't really see that this will like be too crazy. Nautilus though, boom. I think this guy's gonna be popping up everywhere though. I'm thinking he's gonna be all over supports because you know they love their. We love our Blitzcrank. You know, the displace of the hooks. Nautilus is a nice one too with decent little damage. So that'll be pretty cool to see where he goes. I do think he's viable top now though. Like, I might try that soon. I think that's gonna be pretty good. And Renekton, I think this is gonna put him over the top maybe. I don't know, the healing's key on him there, and he's also getting some increases on base stats. Like, that's always tricky when you're messing with that. So maybe we'll start seeing more Renekton in the top lane as well. I'm excited to try these out as well, considering I just really started Sejuani, and I mean, I know that W is really nice, and the fact that it does max health damage is good, and that's being increased. That's crazy. I hate this so much, but it'll probably be good for Singed. This is cool for Trundle. I don't really know if we'll see too much of him, but it's nice to see him get buffed. I haven't seen him in like a year, really. Zed nerfed. Maybe this means you'll stop seeing those try-hard Zed mains all the time, but I don't know. They'll just replace it with Yasuo, right? So, or Talon. I swear, like every Zed player I've ever played, like those are their 3 main champions, just AD, Assassin, Myth. Yeah, apart from that, everything else is pretty standard. Yeah, but hopefully you liked this video, and if you did, give me that thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, because you know I'm going to bring you the top quality League of Legends content on a daily basis. I'm Jesus, and I'll see you guys next time. Hey, whoa, hang on, don't leave just yet, If you just, over here, there's a subscribe button. Click on that thing right there, and there's 2 other videos down here. You should click on one of them. I'm sure that you'll probably like one of them. Just stay on here just a little bit longer. I promise you won't regret it.